Hey guys, this is Chris. I just wanted to make this video. As you know, for the past 30 days, Lynn and I have both been posting online every day about a passion project. And for me, it's personal finance and retiring early. And so for that, I wanted to make some posts and kind of get people excited about what I'm excited about. And doing that, I've reached out, actually 20 people from my friend group have reached out and they've said, hey, I want to talk to you about how did you guys retire early? What are you invested in? You know, what's your life like now? And I've had a great time talking to everybody and kind of getting to know them again and, you know, reconnecting with old friends and things like that. And I've had a great time just sharing our story. And so out of that, I've kind of come up with three things I wanted to share today, which are three things that I've learned after being early retired for 2 years now. And so I wanted to share these things with you, and hopefully they'll be helpful and encourage you that maybe you could retire a little bit earlier than you think. So the first thing that I have is that money is the easy part. So we, have worked so hard for 10 years trying to get ready and in position to retire early. And most of that planning had to do with money and making sure we had enough money to retire early. And actually what we found out after being retired that the investments went up, investments went down, and in all we actually have more money now than we did when we initially retired because of the way the markets moved and different things like that. And so looking back at it, I realized we spent so much time thinking about our finances, thinking about money, and then in the end we really realized wow, once you set it up on autopilot, it kind of takes care of itself. And so that was a really relieving thing, and maybe it's encouraging to you if you're thinking about retiring early, that the money really is the easy part and it'll kind of take care of itself if you set up your investments correctly. The second thing is that you need to make a plan for your relationships. Now this hit Lynn and I pretty fast. We had a plan, we were going to travel the world and we went and hit a lot of different countries, but pretty quickly we realized that there was a huge missing piece of all the relationships we had before, our friends from work, people that we were relating to every day, and we didn't have that necessarily on the road, especially when we were slow traveling in a country where they don't speak our language and it's hard to connect. Those connections you start to realize that you're missing something. And so that, to me, is something that really we should have started thinking about a lot more before we retired early. What's our plan for our relationships and how are we going to make that work to stay strongly connected to our family and friends? And so for us, after 2 years, we've realized that having a passion project really is going to be our solution of a way to continue to stay connected to our friends and be able to talk to people about things we're passionate about and just keep those relationships in our life. Number three is that our number three thing, we probably could have and maybe should have done this even earlier. And that was a little shocking to me as I saw the way that the money kind of took care of itself. And I saw that there is a plan. You can have a new life after retirement. There's a lot of things that we want to do, we still want to accomplish. And I look at that and I say, wow, I could have probably done this earlier. Financially, I could have probably done this earlier with life. We really wanted to retire early because we saw both of our parents have health problems really early on in life. And as a result of that, we had dreams that we wanted to accomplish. And we said, let's get it done as early as possible. And I don't regret that at all. We retired a little bit after 50 years old just because of COVID and the way things worked out. And for me, I realized that, wow, retiring early has been great, could have been a little bit earlier, and probably should have been a little bit earlier. There's a lot of things that we could be doing in retirement that are going to be fulfilling, that are going to continue to make money in our lives. And there's no reason to hang on to your job and commit that much of your life to a 9-to-5 type of job if you really have other dreams and things that you want to get into. So those are three big takeaways for me. I've been telling our story a lot, and it just kind of cemented in my mind these three things as a big part of it. If you want to know more about early retirement, or you want to talk to me about it, feel free to reach out. I'm happy to chat, and I want to help you if you're thinking about retiring early or situating your investments to get more stability, or anything I have, I want to offer to you, and hopefully it'll be helpful. Hope you have a great day and that this was helpful and encouraging to you.